For vengeance is an emptiness, and he who seeks wastes himself. What a beautiful day to begin with. Thank you so much for being with us. And today I'm going to review a first ever Saudi movie, The Tambour of Retribution. Before moving further with the synopsis of the moral of the story or analysis, I would like to highlight something very particularly here regarding the cross cultural experience that I always really talk about, and I really feel like it should be up close and personal. And the most important thing is whatever we read on the news, whether it is positive or negative, it is a part of different agenda or propaganda. But the more important thing is whatever their art, culture, and their representation comes through the a one-on-one and up close and personal experience of the people, those who visit that culture and society. They are the ones who represent or become the representative or ambassador of that culture, and they show it the positive side of the people those who live there. So the most important thing is that we should not miscalculate things and don't come to conclusion or judgment whatever we listen on the news. So in this movie you will really enjoy whatever the good and the soft side of the art they have depicted it. And the most important thing is the lead protagonist. With humble apology, some of the names that I couldn't pronounce very well due to because since it's not my mother tongue. And the another thing that I really read at the beginning of the movie was word taqaddam. So it means ahead of time somebody already knew what is going to happen in his life. So that is what the protagonist feel. Diyal is living in a poverty-stricken area, a neighborhood of Riyadh, and he is living with them among the poor people in that area, and he falls in love with a girl named Shama. Though her parents are very poor, her mother is going at the functions, she is a singer. So in every culture it is something like that. Some people they really appreciate this, but some cultures don't appreciate it. It is in even in Asia also, wherever you feel like it's the difference is always there. So but he is the beautiful thing that you will learn here is his father was an executioner, and he didn't want to follow that path. He didn't want to show that a toxic masculinity, or because he falls for a girl from a different class, and he is very kind and humble, and he mingles with the people. He doesn't want to show off that he is different from them, but he just sits with them, watch soccer, play everything, watch, live around them, and he doesn't boast about himself also. That's a very beautiful thing. And he is living with his uncle. So after the death, his uncle is the one who is taking care of him. But once he falls for this girl, he wanted to give her a beautiful vision, the dream that she dreamt of, and something he really help her so that his family or she come out of that poverty circle. So he said that if he will get something from inheritance from his father, he will talk to his uncle and trying to get a shop or something that she really feel comfortable to do something like a business without realizing what is coming in his way. Why? Because Shama had a fiance. He deliberately or accidentally killed someone, and now he is behind bars. They all already knew the fact, but since his feelings are like very pure, and he said whatever had happened, we should move on. And you could see at the beginning of the movie that maybe she is using him for the release of that guy, but she never showed that their family is already getting a handsome amount so that they can get this guy out also. Whereas the things started brewing up within all this, and he went to his uncle asking for inheritance, and his uncle said that there is nothing I could have, only this is the sword that your father gave me because he was like this. Take it and join the force and become a whatever your fathers or ancestors were. So this is everything you have. Sooner or later, once he mustered up courage and talk about his love also, his father kicked him out of the apartment or the place he was living in. But during that time, he is continuously meeting the girl and trying to give her a vision that we should get married. But the girl is always thinking about what the words have been given to the family of that guy, because she is all belongs to the another guy who is behind ours. And socially, culturally, he cannot do anything. So his uncle said that better get this job. So now he said, what to do now? During that time, the girl gave him a perfume. The perfume he took, one of his friends said, do you know where you get this gift? He said, yes, my girlfriend gave me. And he said, this doesn't belong to you. It belongs to her husband to be. And then he was saddened with this, that how can this girl is playing with my feelings. So once it happens in love, if you are broken and shattered inside, love will eventually fade away from your heart. And that happens with Dayal. And now he said that the better is I should take the job of this executioner and finish that guy who is inside. So this toxic revenge brewed up in his mind, but he is not that kind of material, because the person who loves others doesn't want to hurt others. So he was a totally different character, because at the beginning and in the middle of the movie you could definitely feel like he's going to do that. And yes, he went to the he went to his uncle also, took everything and signed up for that job and got the job also. So now everybody, especially from the girls' side, they knew it, that he is going to do this also. During that time they were trying to get the blood money also, so that they can get the guy released. But at that same time, the money they were trying to collect is his was also detained. Whether they have to get their mother bailed out or pay the money for that guy. During all this triangle, the mother, the guy, and the all story, everything is totally different. But in the end, you will be amazed and you will be happy that what the conclusion the protagonist has given it. And I really like it, the way that he showed that you should at least not show your superiority, be humble and kind and down to earth. And sometimes the movie The Revenant, Leonardo DiCaprio, at the end of the movie he said that the vengeance belongs to God, it doesn't belong to me. So in this also, the protagonist giving the message that sometime whatever the anger or frustration or the egos that come in our way, it becomes a grudge in our. But most important thing is to forgive is divine, and to love and endure, that is, it's all about love. And love can bear everything, and faith can endure everything. That's why it's a beautiful movie, and I hope you will really love this. Thank you so much for bearing me, and have a great day. Take care of your loved ones and stay safe. Bye bye.